Doubles at the higher level is fast, it's aggressive, and it's played at net. So if you're struggling, especially with the transition from the baseline up to net, staying aggressive up at net, but also playing great defense up at net, in this video, I'm showing you all the drills that you'll ever need to be a good doubles player. Every practice starts with great preparation and with a great warm-up. So in doubles, we're starting with, yes, go and cross court, and you have the objective to keep the ball in play and to keep it deeper than the service line. In the warm-up for doubles, you see here that we've staked out a target area, and you want to keep the ball deep. Number one, you want to keep the ball away from the opposite net player. You want to set up your own net player with good deep balls that push the baseliner off the baseline, or you want to force them to give you a short ball so you can come in. And lastly, you want to prevent them from coming in by hitting deep balls. So there already is purpose in the warm-up, and you'll also notice that I'm taking out balls. I'm scrambling for stuff, even in warm-up. And of course, you want to warm up your volleys, and I want you to notice one thing. I'm not closing in back there. I'm working around the service line. I'm getting uncomfortable volleys, but I'm not closing in. I'm not putting balls away. This is all still for rhythm, for warm-up, and getting ready for actual realistic match play. Next drill is volley to volley. Still more warm-up, but also working on the details of hitting a lot of low volleys. So go service line to service line, cross court. You do not close in to put the ball away. We have plenty of drills for that later on. So you want to work on those transition volleys, get a low base, keep the ball in play. Key points for volley to volley, really simple drill, but work on your split steps, short, crisp racket work, and yep, making those volleys. To make that drill a little meaner, you're starting on the service line again, but you're not just going cross court. You move each other sideways. So you start on the deuce court and you move each other over to the ad side and then back. And ideally, of course, you keep the ball in play. So that's a drill that the Bryan brothers made famous. Next drill is up downs, one of the drills that my clients hate the most because it is exhausting. So you have one player at net, one player at the baseline. The player at baseline mixes up lobs and balls to the feet. And the point of the drill is to push the player at net off the net with a lob and then creating space at their feet and then going down to their feet. So it's a hell of a workout. A few key points here in this drill for the net player, of course, is to go back 4 overheads, but then continue to come back in so that the feet are not open. For the baseline player, the work is to, yes, get the lobs deep, still cooperative, but then trying to find the space in front of the feet. So on this one, Mo is doing a really good job dipping the ball down here to me. Next drill is the entrance ball drill. I know, sounds super dramatic. Shout out to Coach Jeff McDonald's at Vanderbilt. Recently published an article in the New York Times that featured moi, and it was about the toss. I'm going to put the link down in the description. Here's how it goes. I'm the baseline player. I'm feeding a short ball to my partner into the service box. They come in and will play the point out cross court. My goal as the defender is to get the ball down to their feet. And the goal, of course, of the attacker is to get the approach shot deep, get up to net, ideally inside the service box, and we'll play the point out. And once you're done, do it 15, 20 times on one side. You're switching roles. And then, of course, you're also moving over to the deuce court. So this here is the accelerated version, shall I call it. You see that as soon as the point is over here, Mo rushes over, rushes me onto the deuce court, and we're doing the same thing. So again, it's a heck of a workout, it's a lot of pressure, and it goes really fast. Continuing with the dramatic names of drills, the next one is feet, pound, close, and that works on defensive skill. How many times have you been up at net, you pop the ball up and somebody just absolutely hammers the ball at you. Well, the last thing you want to do is this. You want to be ready, and that drill works on exactly that. So you have one person up at net, and they deliberately pop the ball up to the baseline player who goes at the feet, ideally. Do not go for the face. Right at the net player, and you play the point out from there. When somebody's blasting the ball at you, you've got to split step and actually do not back up. You'll notice that I'm actually moving forward a little bit when Mo is about to hammer the ball right at me, because that way I'm ready to receive that ball. Of course, every good doubles player has to be able to serve well and to return well. So the next one is very simple: serve and return +1. One player serves, the returner returns one ball, server hits one more ball, returner hits one more ball, because we're just missing way too many balls within the first 2 strokes. So serve and return +1. Little side note for the serve, work on getting a high first serve percentage. You're not going to win service games by hitting aces. You are winning service games in doubles by hitting well-placed, fairly high-paced serves that your net partner can do something with. But you're going to lose them when you give your opponents too many looks at a second serve, because everybody at a higher level, they're going to chip and charge, roll and charge, nail and charge, whatever they're going to do, but they're going to take advantage of more second serves. Also, pro tip, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Click on that bell sign, then you know when I'm putting out new content. And you can also follow me on Instagram, and I'm sure to see you at one of these 2 channels really soon.